Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Art Whisper 88. Now these are some old index cards. For those of you old enough to remember, we used to use these in either to keep recipes, or this is what you find in the libraries in the old days. And they're arranged in alphabetical order. And a friend of mine gave these to me. She felt bad that they would just go to waste if they would be thrown out. So she gave them to me. And I think I'm going to use them as temporary stencils. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut notches like so. Very random. Big and small. So I get this kind of shape, which looks like a letter. And I'm just going to keep going until I have a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to arrange them, and these are the notches. So I'm just going to save them and arrange them. To create some kind of structure here. Use the really little ones as fillers, like so. So I'm creating kind of like a maze. Okay. There we go. So I have made a pattern here with the reused index cards. So now I will use my favorite Mars Black by Acrylic. Now you can use any brand. I'm not advising you to use any particular brand. I'm used to this, and it's not expensive. That's why I like using it. And it comes in a large quantity. So I like to use this size of Mars Black. So I will just go like so. I think that's enough. And I will use my 4-inch brayer. Spread this. So this is just a series of how to reuse paper products. Like the last time I was reusing business cards, which are just laying around. And this time I'm using index cards. So sometimes it's good to use or reuse found objects which otherwise would just be thrown away. And they make very good art materials. Okay, now I'm going to apply my own marks as usual. That is, if I can find my mark making tool. Here we go. I think the marks just add some interest and break up the monotony of the pattern. Okay, I think I have them all. Now, in this case, I will air dry this first before applying a second layer. So I'm going to turn on the ceiling fan and wait a few minutes. Okay, Now I have here Lucas Cadmium Red. I'm going to do a band of cadmium red in the middle. Again, I'm going to do a split fountain. Then, let's see. I'm going to do some, this is Yellow Ochre by Lucas. Now I stopped using the nozzle because the nozzle tends to get lots of dried paint and it's a little bothersome. So I have here this spatula instead. Let me this is Arctic for the top. Okay. Now I may have to use separate brayers for each color. Maybe not. Okay. So now that I have the second layer of blended colors, I'm going to use my Richardson watercolor paper. I'm using the smooth side. And since I'm trying to pick up the first layer of the black pattern, I'm going to leave this paper on for about 5 minutes. So I'll be right back. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes I can tell the paper's starting to curl a little bit. So let's see how we made out. I think it's a very good transfer. Very cool. Check this out. Now the effect of the index card is very different. The definition is very clean and sharp, even sharper than a reusable stencil. So let me air dry this, and in the meantime I have a couple more of submissions for my open call, and one of them is my friend Olina. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, here we are at my favorite part of this video, where I get to show you a close-up. So you can see the sharpness of the index card stencils. And I think it interacts very well with the background. The black gives a lot of nice contrast, gives it a very graphic look. So there you have it. I hope you liked this video. It was a lot of fun to do. And thank you, Olina, and the other submissions. I hope that by sharing your artwork with everyone, we are widening our community of like-minded artists and creative spirits. It's art that brings us together and helps us to cope with difficulties. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and please pay a visit to artwhisperer88.com, which is my storefront, and the sales and/or donations help to keep this channel going. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.